Welcome to the Common Man Football Show. My name is James Coburn, and today's episode, we're talking about the Los Angeles Rams versus Tennessee Titans Week 16 matchup based on analytics. Each week, I collect all of the current 2017 NFL team data in order to analyze and project potential NFL performance. And since it's a weekly collection, there's always going to be some variation between various variables. However, there's always going to be little nuggets of truth that could become bigger nuggets of truth as the season continues. So stick around as I analyze each week's matchups based on analytics. And if you are new to the channel, all terms and definitions will be in the description. So, starting out with this matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans. When you look at the NFL stat basic comparison data, and basic comparison data for those that are new to the channel is essentially how the offense is doing, how the defense is doing, and of course how the special teams is doing from a macro statistic standpoint in terms of team-based data. And it should not be a surprise that the Rams are heavily favored in this game. So let's get into some reasons why. First off, on offense, the Rams just have a far superior offense. They don't turn the football over as much. They don't allow as many sacks on a per sack. Basically their sack rate is very impressive compared to the Titans, and their offensive score percentage is also significantly higher than the Titans as well. Although the Titans aren't too shabby themselves, but offensively, across the board, sweep for the Rams. On top of that, defensively, sweep for the Rams. I think the one aspect of this Rams team that doesn't get talked about enough is their defense. As I keep telling you guys every week, they don't allow a lot of points. They create turnovers. They create a lot of sacks. They have one of the highest sack rates in the NFL right now. And on top of that, they get a lot of interceptions. They get a lot of turnovers. So when you look at the defensive side of the football for the Rams, every aspect of the defense you could think of is just outperforming the Titans as well. And that's kind of the big Achilles heel for the Titans this year. Is I know a lot of people want to blame the offense and blame other factors. And don't get me wrong, the offense for the Titans definitely has its flaws. They've had lots of turnovers. They've had lots of other issues. However, that doesn't excuse the sort of, just the sort of aura or issues in terms of the other sort of factors. But yeah, I mean, I would just say when you look at the offense, it just heavily favors the Rams, and you look at the defense, heavily favors the Rams as well. Then you get to special teams, where it also heavily favors the Rams in terms of punt return yardage, kick return yardage, defensive punt return yardage, defensive kick return yardage, field goal percentage. All those areas heavily favor the Rams. The only areas where the Rams aren't favored is extra point percentage and punting average, but very close between those two. So, and on top of that, as I tell you guys every single week, the most important statistic to look at when it comes to special teams is the field goal percentage. It's the most practical one. It has the highest correlations to success. It just makes common sense. I mean, if you're just a football fan, special teams wise, what matters a lot to winning football games? If you have a field goal kicker that can consistently kick field goals without missing them versus another guy that misses a ton of field goals, who's more likely going to win? The guy that hits those field goals consistently or the guy who doesn't hit those field goals consistently? It's going to be the guy who hits those field goals consistently. So you have that other factor to kind of consider, which definitely kind of goes more so in the Rams' favor. So all three phases, offense, defense, special teams, all favor the Rams in this game. But when you get to some other sort of matchups, so now we're shifting towards micro matchups, or basically different down and distance data, situational football. When you look at the Rams offense versus the Titans defense when it comes to completion percentage data, it's actually pretty even. First down, pretty even. It kind of favors the Rams, but even. Second down favors the Titans. And then third down is pretty much dead even between the two right there. So again, for the most part, when you look at this data when it comes to completion percentage, it's more so third down even and then first down even, when it comes to those particular areas. Then, of course, you get to the Titans offense versus the Rams defense when it comes to completion percentage. In this particular area, the Rams are favored on first and third down. So again, the Rams defense more so favored in terms of completion percentage in those particular downs and distances. So definitely more so kind of favors the Rams in that particular aspect. Then you get to rushing downs between the Rams offense and the Titans defense. And it's important to remember that when it comes to first down conversion rate with the run, it does not have to do with yardage or creating big plays, explosive plays. Purely has to do with the fact of how often you get first downs with the run, what downs and distances do you usually get first downs with the run, and how do you compare it to the rest of the NFL when it comes to that. So if it is second down and you're running the football, are you more likely than other teams to get a first down in those situations? That's purely what this stuff deals with. So it's more so looking at the ability to create first downs with the run than it is to get overall yardage and stuff like that. In this particular area, the Titans are actually favored. This is the one aspect of the Titans' defense that actually kind of works, is their run defense. They're very good at preventing first downs on second down and third down situations. So I think that will definitely be a factor to kind of consider in this game of success for them. Then you get to the Titans offense versus the Rams defense when it comes to rushing downs. In this particular area, the Rams defense is favored on first and second down. So again, those are the main areas where I think the Rams defense will have that success. Then you get to passing downs between the Rams offense and the Titans defense, where the Rams are favored on first, second, and third down, respectfully. So again, the Rams are just going to have a lot of success. I mean, there's no other way around it. This is the one area where the Titans defense has had success in terms of basically completion percentage, but they don't finish the job. They don't really finish the job that well when it comes to stopping first downs from happening with the pass. So in this particular area, of course, the Rams are favored. Then you get to the Titans offense versus the Rams defense in terms of passing downs, and the Rams defense is favored. Again, the Rams defense, very underrated aspect of this team, and it kind of carries over to their ability to prevent the passing game. So definitely a big thing to consider in this game is that all three phases of the Rams are just really very impressive in terms of their overall team. Then, of course, we get to sack rate between the Rams offense and the Titans defense, where the Rams are favored on second and third down. So sacks, I don't believe, are going to be the biggest issue in this game ever. There's definitely a possibility of it happening, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Then, of course, you get to sack rate between the Titans offense and the Rams defense, where the Rams defense is favored on first and second down. So again, the Rams defense again showing up in areas where they're going to get where there's a good chance they're going to get sacks. In fact, the Rams have the second best sack rate on second down in the NFL currently. Well, the best actually. Sorry. And then of course you get to interception ratio between the Rams offense and the Titans defense, where the Rams offense is favored on second and third down. So again, I don't really think there's going to be too many interceptions thrown by Goff in this game. And then finally, you get to the Titans offense versus the Rams defense when it comes to interception ratio, where the Rams defense is favored majorly on first and third down. So there probably will be some picks from the Titans offense. So Marcus Mariota is more likely to throw picks in this game versus Goff, if that makes any sense. So overall impressions of this game, I think it is going to be a Rams victory. I think when you look at the overall data, you look at all the other sort of factors, it just feels like a Rams victory. Offensively speaking, just hits it out of the park. Defensively speaking, hits it out of the park. And, of course, special teams-wise, hits it out of the park as well. When you look at the micro matchups, there's areas where the Rams are dominant in many ways. And I just think when you look at all those factors, you look at all that data, you come to one conclusion, Rams. I know I got a lot of flack for predicting the Rams beating Seattle, in Seattle. And people go, oh, you're just saying statistics. You're just doing this, you're just doing that. Again, who won? The Rams. So as much as there's definitely going to be some variation in variables, as I always say, the fact of the matter is, a lot of times when it comes to statistics, when it comes to data, it's just telling you what is more likely to happen. That's it. And so far in this game, it's more likely that the Rams get the victory. And of course, my name is James Coburn. You can find my other work at draftcoburn.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Geometrics. And if you like this content and you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Share this video as well with anybody that you know. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.